City News on TV Rotorua is proudly brought to you by Trade Central.
Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News. Lakes Water Quality Society focuses this year's symposium on lakeweed and wallabies. A local gardener reaches his 50-year service with council, and the annual New Zealand Cuban Festival is in town. Lakes Water Quality Society is holding a symposium on Thursday the 12th of March and Friday the 13th of March in Rotorua. The symposium will have two themes, dealing with lakeweed and the problem of animal pests in forested lake catchments. The title is Lakeweed and Wallabies. New Zealand and international experts will discuss dealing with lakeweed, both practical and theoretical aspects, with special attention given to weed harvesting as a means of improving amenity and reducing nutrients at the same time. The sessions will also deal with the effect of browsing animal pests on forests and lakes and how to control them, with a specific focus on the broadening threat of wallabies.
We're trying to bring together the best science from the world and from New Zealand and the best experience to develop a way of managing lakeweed in our lakes as well as possible. And we've got people who are talking about the wallabies, talking about control of them, talking about who should pay, talking about how it should be managed.
Local Rotorua Lakes Council garden worker Wally Jacobs has this week reached a working milestone, having worked as a council employee for 50 years. Born and bred in Katikati, Wally moved to Rotorua in 1965 as an 18-year-old to work for the then Borough Council as a gardener in Kudo Park. Working in one organisation for 50 years is certainly impressive, but the shy gardener says that it's a good job and he thinks the people he works with are brilliant. He joked that he'll try to work in his position at council for another 50 years. Good on you, Wally, what an achievement. This weekend marks the annual New Zealand Cuban Festival being held in town. Rotorua locals have had the opportunity to watch demonstrations and performances and join classes at iconic Rotorua sites such as City Focus, the Arts Village, the night markets and at Eat Street this week as a lead up to the festival.
This is going to be our second year and we're really excited. Cubans are coming from all over the world. Artists as well that represent our culture will be arriving tonight, and we have a packed weekend with workshops, showcases, entertainment, parties. So I think we have a little bit for everyone, from children to seniors. You just need to be involved to have a taste of Cuba.
For more information on the festival program or workshops, go to nzcubanfestival.co.nz. In sport tonight, the Copthorne Half Marathon is on this Sunday. The off-road half marathon sees competitors run or walk the 2-lap course, utilising scenic trails and smooth gravel forest roads through the spectacular Whakarewarewa forest. The event also includes a non-competitive component with the 10.55 kilometre New Balance quarter marathon fun run or walk and the tasty 5 kilometre fun run walk event. There's also something for the kids with a 1.5 kilometre fun run walk for children aged 3 to 6 years and a 2.5 kilometre fun run or walk for children aged 7 to 10 years. To your weather update now, and tonight some rain to be expected with an overnight low of 14. And we have a full forecast of the weekend's weather coming up after City News, thanks to Met Service. You can access all the weather information you need at metservice.com. For program listings or to watch City News again, visit our website tvrotorua.co.nz, or you can see our headline updates on our TV Rotorua Facebook page. Coming up on City News, we catch up with Chamber of Commerce CEO Darren Walsh, our Cuban Festival coverage continues, and local fashionista Carl William Wedapa talks about the upcoming Oho show.
good, everybody. It's my pleasure to be joined by Darren Walsh now at the new Chamber of Commerce building. It's a very beautiful new location, and hopefully you'll all be able to find it. Tell us where it is, Darren.
We're on Henimoa Street, so we are in basically the building occupied by Isles Casey.
And feel good to be here?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, we've got 4 offices here. Gives us a bit more space, and certainly a good professional look for the chamber. So yeah, and it's launched a great March for us.
Great. So a busy March.
It is indeed. It's our March is looking fairly hectic. On the 5th of March we have our Improving Customer Experience workshop, which is really customer service and how to really push it for your business and grow your business.
Because it does matter, doesn't it? If you go in just one time and have bad customer service, you're not going to go back, just out of principle.
Oh, exactly. Look, many business owners ask us, where's the point of difference between me and my competitors? It's your service, it's you and your staff. So it's very, very important they come along. It's a half-day workshop. It's $50 to attend, and it's this week on the 5th of March, so we're looking forward to a good turnout. On the 12th of March we have our sponsors night, so for us it's a good night to say thank you to our sponsors who obviously support us and help us put these sorts of functions and things on for our members.
Who are the good folk that support you?
Oh, look, we have a number of sponsors, and I don't really want to upset too many.
Well, thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody.
But they know who they are. So, yeah. On the 18th of March, we have Richard McLean from Kia Global Networks coming to speak. It's our first of our Pukeroa Whata Focus on Business speaker series.
Nice.
And he's coming to speak largely to do with businesses that want to connect their global networks overseas. They work on the theory that Kiwi business owners like to work with Kiwi business owners. So if you want to connect your business market overseas, they will have the contact. So he's coming along to speak to us and talk about how you do that.
And why wouldn't you want to connect your business market? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yep.
Because we're a global society now where it's easy. You flick an email and you start a relationship on the other side of the world.
Exactly.
So very good speaker to come see.
Exactly, and Richard will be giving people the contacts and showing them how they can build their networks internationally. Now that's an evening function. It will be at the Distinction. It's 5:30 to 7:30. And there will be some platters, some finger food. So yeah, if you want to register, please contact the chamber and let us know.
Even, I was just going to say, even the smaller businesses, the little businesses in Rotorua, the little boutiques, the little places making soaps.
Oh, exactly.
Why not come along and see how you can expand? Why just stay in New Zealand?
Exactly. Look, it will be a great session for everyone in business to come along and listen and see how they can expand their business. Then I guess the real biggie for March is our golf day on the 19th. Thursday the 19th of March, we've got our annual golf day. It's one of our big fundraisers for the year, and we've been very successful this year in securing Steve Williams to come along as our guest act. On the 25th of March we have our diversity overview workshop again. It's a half-dayer. It's at the Distinction. Kicks off at 9 o'clock, goes till 1 o'clock, and this is really about diversity in the workplace. Now a lot of businesses say they've got a diverse workforce, which is great, and you can be very competitive with your diverse workforce, but it does bring issues. It can bring racism, a conflict of religions, all sorts of things, ageing workforce. So they're coming to present on diversity in the workplace and how best to have policies and procedures in place to tackle some of the issues that come up with having a diverse workforce. So again, a very important thing for businesses to come to. Yeah. It's free for chamber members, so we would love to see lots come out on the day.
And that comes back to your customer service too, and it's all interrelated, isn't it?
Exactly.
How you treat the inner culture of your business and each other.
Exactly. Then the very next day, wait, there's more for March. Christopher Luxon, CEO for Air New Zealand, is paying Rotorua a visit.
He's flying on in.
Yes, and look, he's keen. He's going to come and do a lunch with us. So he will be. He'll be speaking. I think it's 12 o'clock on the 26th through to about 1:30, and you can come along. Then we have one more event to top off March, which is on March 31st, which is our new members night, which will be the first one for this year, and really all our new members that have joined us over the last quarter are invited to come along to that. So,
and you're still taking new members? Have you still got room?
Oh, there's plenty of room at the inn.
Plenty of room at the inn.
We're always looking for new members. So So look, that's March.
Nice. Well, we'll just march on into it, because it's that's a fabulous month of activities planned.
Kia ora Rotorua, and guess what? This year, like it was last year, we're going to be treated to the New Zealand Cuban Festival. With me, I'm joined by Greiras Montero and also the festival coordinator as well, aren't you, Lisa? Kohunui. You also do a couple of other things around town, Lisa. Cuban dancing teacher?
Yes, I do. I teach Cuban salsa here at the youth centre, the Rotorua Youth Centre, well supported, and also part of the steering group of the Performing Arts Centre.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about the Cuban Festival firstly, ladies. How did it make its way to our shore?
Well, the Cuban Festival has been running for about 7 years in New Zealand. It started in Wanganui, which we had a beautiful support. With the years started growing, and we were forced to find a place which would be easier for people to travel, but also we were looking for support of the culture, and I think in this case we were looking for the people of the land. It made only sense that we bring the festival to Rotorua. In my experience and in my judgment, I believe this is the heart of kapa haka in New Zealand. And we also wanted to do a collaboration. We wanted to involve the people of the land and showcase as well the similarities between the two cultures, as I believe Cuban culture and Maori culture had a lot in common. So we saw ourselves reflected in what they have on the land. So on top of that, we also receive an amazing support from the council, from the people, from the Millennium Hotel, from the schools, from the local businesses. So I think we've been really blessed to have the festival here. This is going to be our second year, and we're really excited. We're really excited. Cubans are coming from all over the world. Artists as well that represent our culture will be arriving tonight, and we have a packed weekend with workshops, showcases, entertainment, parties. So I think we have a little bit for everyone, from children's to seniors. You just need to be involved to have a taste of Cuba, which involve no plane tickets, no long hours traveling. Cuba is coming to you.
Yeah.
So
Cuba is coming to you. I love that. So is that because you brought it here, Greta?
Well, I've been in New Zealand since 2002, and I love the place. I must confess, I only came here for 2 weeks, and it was 5 years later when my mother was on the phone screaming, saying, "Where have you been? It's been 5 years. I need you home." So I found myself that New Zealand was actually the place to be. I wouldn't say I chose New Zealand. I think the land chose me. That's why last year in November I made a very exciting decision. I decided that I wanted to be closer. I wanted to learn a little bit more about the culture. I wanted to learn kapa haka. I wanted to know behind the roots, behind what all we can appreciate when you see an amazing performance. So I put my things on a truck, moved to Rotorua, and this is home now. And it makes sense, not only for my personal development, but also I'm the artistic director of the festival as well. So I wanted to make sure that I could finding things that we can bring, and that's when actually we decide to do for a second year on a road our masterpiece, which is the finale of the Saturday showcase, and it's a collaboration that we're doing with the people of the land, myself and Israel Ortiz, a Cuban based in Brisbane. So we presenting for the second year a Cuban contemporary Maori fusion.
Wow.
So it's a must-see, something, it is fascinating.
Yeah.
Rehearsals are in progress. We only started this week, and I must say we are very blessed. We have amazing, talented people working with us that are making sure that we bring our passion, our dream, and the story back alive. So thanks to, I have to start with Lisa, because she is the people that introduce the real McCoy people. So.
the people of the people. Yeah. So when the collaboration occurred, it was something out of a personal feeling for Greiras and Israel when they created it, and then I kind of linked it to one of our own stories here, and I saw Hinamo and Te Tanakai in the story. So it just linked really well. I mean, we're working alongside of Kyle Leonard, who's a renowned performing artist here, as well as an artist in his own right, and travelled all over the world just for his art.
Well, I'm really fascinated to actually see this, because has it influenced the style? Because you can see here that Gladys is wearing some very bright colours, and for Rotorua it's so refreshing. Let's just say that. It's very refreshing to see, and I think that we should all dress in very bright colours. Yes. But is that very Cuban to be dressed in very bright colours?
It's very Cuban. We like very loud colours, regardless of the time of the year, regardless of the date. So it doesn't matter. Colour brings life, and I think it's part of expressing the joy, who we are. Kia ora Rotorua, the New Zealand Cuban Festival is finally here, so make sure that you tune in and come along. We're going to be in town on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, bringing you the very best of Cuban music and dance. How can you join? Turn up to the Millennium Hotel, join the workshops, the showcase, the parties, come and have a good time. But most importantly, if you are free on Saturday night, we got something you don't want to miss. The showcase finale, which means bringing two worlds together, two cultures that have so much in common, right here to you. Cuban Maori contemporary fusion coming to your door. Make sure you don't miss out. This is something you're gonna love.
Saturday.
See you all.
Kia ora everybody. Well, I was very careful what I wore to this interview because, you know, we have the top expert in Rotorua and potentially the world with glam. Carl Werepa. Kia ora, Carl.
Kia ora, Kitty.
So how's the outfit? Is it acceptable?
Oh, I love it. Very chic, all in black and gold, my favourite.
And speaking of gold, I'm very excited because I'm going to be part of something amazing. Oho, this amazing, the best fashion show ever to come to Rotorua, and is going to start this precedent of the best high quality fashion in Rotorua. You're organising it. Are you excited?
I am very excited, and we're honoured to have you and your personality and all your glamour on the at the event. And I'm so thrilled that we have so many generous sponsors supporting the event, and the other designers involved, Adrian Whitewood and Mediana Ngatai and Marie McLean from the Noble Savage shoe designer. So it's really exciting that we've got all these great names involved at the event, and I'm thrilled that the town is excited too. So
tell us about some of the pieces that we're going to be able to see there. There's some really beautiful ones, and we're going to be showing one shortly.
Yeah, so some of the pieces you will see at the event. Okay, I'll get into more details about the designers. So the designers are Adrian Whitewood, and she does ready-to-wear collections, and she likes to draw Māori influences and commercial ideas and intermix them to make saleable product for the masses. And then we also have Mediana Ngatai. Now she is an avant-garde designer, so she likes to have a lot of detail in her designs, very over the top, very loud. And then there's Marie McLean, who owns the brand The Noble Savage, and she's a co-designer with a French fashion student. And for me, as a designer, obviously you know well, the glamour dresser, I'm going to be producing an evening wear collection of 12 different looks, which you will see one piece today. This is our model Te Rua Wallace, who is from Rotorua, and she is wearing one of the looks from my collection, Meet Miss Jones, which will be displayed at the Oho Fashion Show on the 31st of March at the VR Lakes Resort. This look is made from mint lace, and it has 10 metres of tulle in the bottom hem of the mermaid trail in this dress. Now, this dress is inspired by Meet Miss Jones. Now, Miss Jones is a righteous woman who is very stern and clear in her way of living. She eats mangoes and muesli for breakfast. She never swears, and she's always on time. I would like you to meet Miss Jones.
Well, there we go. I mean, no one can explain a dress better than the fashion designer that created it. So thank you for that, Carl. So tell me a little bit about yourself now. How excited are you to be walking in like the best fashion show ever in Rotorua?
I'm very excited to be a part of this show. It's a great opportunity for me.
Yeah, and so how long have you been doing modelling?
For about the last 2 years. My first fashion show was actually here at Wairiki.
Oh, nice. So are you a student here?
I'm a student here now studying fashion.
Great. Well, you're in the right business, and how lucky are you to be going through at the same time as this guy? Because I was saying before, actually, and mark my words, Rotorua, we're going to see Carl overseas, we're going to see him dressing some really big celebrities, and we're going to look back on these little interviews here with little Kitty at TV Rotorua, and we're going to go, that's where he started. And I've already asked him to remember me, so we can't wait to see this fashion show. Again, Carl, can you tell us when and where and how we can get tickets?
The show is on the 31st of March at 6:30 p.m. at the VR Lakes Resort, and it is exclusive to invite only, but you can apply for an invitation to ohordesigners@gmail.com. So if you are interested, please email us ohordesigners@gmail.com.
Wow, there you go. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck with your modelling and your career. And you, well, I don't need to wish you luck because you can just take me with you. Thank you so much.
That was local fashion designer Carl William Wirrapa talking about the upcoming fashion show Oho. Thanks for joining us tonight. From all the team at City News, ko Maria Rotorua.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
City News on TV Rotorua was proudly brought to you by Trade Central.